the TikTok for it.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Baylor Bears, taking on the #1 team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Mustangs will kick it away and start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. And they pick up the first on the ground. Throws a stiff arm. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
The Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? There's the handoff. Brought down after 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Bears churn out another first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Running back has it on a screen now. Fights through the tackle. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Finding space at the 20. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. That's just an egregious late hit. Obvious roughing the passer. The Bears will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
1st down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. To throw, it's Jennings. Throws it to the right. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. That's caught. It's Carroll. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
The Mustangs will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Off target and incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. The shotgun running play call. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's when you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. Fourth down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. And he's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Trying to make the first with a wide receiver run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. And he just gets rid of it. That's great coverage on fourth down, and the defense will take over.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Baylor 7, SMU 0.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Linebacker shifting around now. To throw, it's Robertson. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after the completion. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Third down upcoming after that completion. Grab behind the line. It's Golden. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Robertson. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's incomplete. That was a dangerous pass and try on first down. Almost intercepted. Got lucky that time. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The back's got it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Bears pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Gets some space around the 30. Unleashes the stiff arm. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Toss play to the running back going left. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get the...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just
Oh, and it's blocked. They scoop it up.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start.
SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Ball handed off. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. And the Mustangs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. And they heave it deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Mustangs have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw again. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Mustangs are in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quick throw caught on the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. To the air. It's Jennings. Tight end makes the grab. Touchdown, SMU. Strong game by this quarterback. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. And they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
Back to pass. It's Robertson. The pass rush closing in. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Pressure is coming. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, SMU.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Breaks free. Escapes the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown on that final tackle as time runs out in the 1st half. The minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bears will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Well, here's the first play to start this 2nd half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Gives it to the back. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. looks right for a quick completion. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Makes the catch. It's Maryland. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pitch to the back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle right after the catch. The offense is now in the red zone.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Mustangs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Mustangs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Jennings. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ponies.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. Doesn't stop short of the first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The Bears are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runs through the defender. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for two here, trying to tie the game. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Time for one more play here in the quarter. The defense has him behind the line of tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, SMU 21, Baylor 19.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 10. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And now the handoff. Aiming for the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Bears line it up with 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
PHC up and good to get a little bit closer.
That makes the score SMU 28, Baylor 26.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Handoff on a single back formation. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Carroll. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
And that run produces a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Martin. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. 3rd down after that running play. try and muscle for the first down. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
In the red area, it's Martin. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again or roll the dice, throw the football knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He's running out of time here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Receiver makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Picked off, a crucial turnover. At midfield, past the 40, inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense can just hang on for a few more seconds. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that pick will seal this victory as the clock hits triple zeros. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with